Limbo lower now. How low can you go?
I was never good at limbo. You're going to be surprised to hear.
Really?
Yeah.
But
I'm not the most, as we've established on this podcast,
sorry,
I'm not the most athletic. You can't even try
I can't even pretend like I thought you could be good at limbo. You and Drew are probably both the same at limbo.
I think that's about correct. Yeah.
I can't imagine Drew Carey's any good at
well,
limbo.
the problem is when both of us try to lean on our back, I think we actually get taller because of the gut differential, I would say. That might be the issue here. Oh, man. It's a hot one.
Oh, it's hot in the city, baby.
It's a hot
It's hot on the
day.
East Coast.
Yeah,
If you're living on the
over.
East Coast, it is, we're in the, 80s, 90s now.
Yeah, definitely high 90s yesterday.
There
I
was
think
that
today's a little
storm.
cooler.
There was a storm system, the severe storms that moved across the Midwest up in the Northeast, and on the back end of that, there was a hot front.
There you go. Thank you, meteorologist Swaggart.
I think we call it a hot front. Hot ones.
Yeah, we for sure. We're at the point where like you get random thunderstorms during the day. Like it'll be nice and sunny and like way too hot, and then all of a sudden like it breaks for like 10 minutes, and then it's back to sun, and you're like, I feel crazy.
I remember growing up, it always felt like that happened right when I have to drive.
Oh, for sure.
Right whenever I'm going to, I don't know,
Right when you're walking somewhere.
I would like swim in the summertime, or like, let's say it would even be anytime I got an event, like let's say I'm going to a baseball game.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to Pirates and like we'll start driving down to the ballpark and it was like 20, 30 minutes away, the thunderstorm it would only last that time. And I'm like, oh shit, we're not going to get to watch baseball.
No. It's all ruined.
Then it would clear up.
Yeah.
It would clear up.
But then you got wet grounds, you know what I mean?
And you wet seats and you're going to,
got wet ass.
Wet ass.
Can't have that.
Well, you're going to have wet ass anyway, because you know what? It's humid.
That's true. You're going to have swamp ass. That's a different thing. I think I'd prefer wet ass over swamp ass, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess. Kind of feels.
The swamp ass is in.
I'm going to contend that it kind of feels
similar.
The same.
I think swamp ass is a little grosser.
I mean, it's definitely grosser.
It's growing inside the ass biome.
It's the reason I don't understand why guys wear like khaki shorts or gray shorts or what. Like, I feel like
you're gonna tell on yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna tell on yourself.
That being said, I do have a pair of gray shorts. They're like a darker gray.
I'm a black shorts man.
I respect it,
even though I don't really have a sweaty ass.
Okay, don't need to brag. We get it. We get it.
Welcome to Cleveland Rocks, everybody.
The internet's only Drew Carey Show podcast. Actually, I guess that's true. Still,
it probably is.
Yeah.
I continue to not look for others. I continue to live in my echo chamber where we're the only one talking about this.
We're the best
very
ones
specific
in the biz. We're back at you today with 2 more episodes from season 5.
Yes,
episodes
sir.
9 and 10. I thought we were going to talk about episode 9 as just a standalone episode, but then I realized, unfortunately, we have lost a fair amount of it to time.
Yes, but it is. I would like to talk about how it look, you did a little more of the research on it, but it is crazy to me that they did take another swing, like back-to-back
for
swings.
sure. Yeah. Well,
the
you
fact
gotta
that they
remember,
did Drew live and then they were like, now let's do a web show.
Yeah, we're in sweeps week, baby. You know what I mean? Like, we're here to compete. We want the edge, the advertising, all of that.
It's just crazy to me.
Which brings us to season 5.
It could be make or break with that, right? You know, why not just give it your best effort on the formula you know that works?
Yeah.
Even though this really was, by all accounts,
it's a standard broadcast.
The standard
There's
formula.
just supplementary content, I would say this, which brings us to Drew Cam, episode 9, November 17th, 1999.
Yes.
It's an episode of the show, standard as. In addition, because if you can't tell from the cam part of the name, there is like a web component to this episode.
Yeah.
They also created web-specific content that viewers could interact with online.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the episode a little bit, and then I can get
as long as nobody was on the phone.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Yeah.
It's 1999. It's a problem. Yeah, the dial-up of it all. Well, I mean, we'll get into it. To start, we establish it automatically by seeing seeing Mimi on a computer screen talking into a camera.
Yeah.
And this sort of sets it up. She is streaming live to the Winfred Louder website, winloud.com.
Mm-hmm.
And, Wick is monitoring it. And, hey, you geeks out there, both hands on the keyboard,
Yeah, big close-up of her face.
Uh-huh.
She has it's like one of the old school camcorders.
Oh, for sure, yeah. There's no webcam.
Those were still around for a long time.
Oh yeah, those were around well into like the 2010s.
That was I got one of those for a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
When I told my parents I wanted to start making some videos.
Yeah.
They bought me a little camcorder.
Now
and I thought it was awesome. And now I'm like,
digital?
man, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, what the fuck? I had a tape one before that my parents had.
My dad always had the tape one. He would film us coming down on Christmas Day. I have memories of that.
Yeah.
We'd all be like waiting at the top of the stairs, and they'd be like, "No, your dad's putting the tape in." And I'd be like, "Oh, God damn it. I just want to open presents."
The memories. Anyway, yeah. So shooting it on a little webcam here, winloud.com.
Yeah. It was at one point a real domain. It is now available for sale. I think it's like $6,000, which is like surprisingly affordable for a domain like that.
That seems outrageous. What?
That it's still available?
I don't know the going price on
some of them go
domains,
for a lot.
But
yeah.
Winloud, do you think the price is that high only because of its reference in this show?
Maybe. I don't know. I think because it's two normal words put together as well, like that's maybe valuable. Like there's not a lot of phrase.coms that you can get like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like pets.com. I don't even know what's on there now, but it would probably go for tens of thousands, if not more.
Yeah.
You got domains that go for like millions of dollars. Like you got some crazy shit. Yeah. Anyway, winloud.com. Mimi had an idea. She sold it to Wick that they were going to sell Winfred Louder appliances like as a QVC style show, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't even know when QVC started. If this was like a
it's
thing
been
like
around
selling,
a long time.
Yeah.
This was probably peak era of like
selling
people
things on television,
selling stuff on TV.
So they're going to do it on the web. 24/7. There's going to be a live stream in Mimi's house. Is the pitch of her selling different appliances and things. She's thrilled because she gets to keep one of the TVs. She gets to keep
the stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So it's then that we learn Wick tells her, actually, no, the board shot down you doing it.
Yes. One, you don't get to keep the stuff.
Yeah.
And two, they think that you would distract from the product.
Yeah, she would overshadow sort of what they're trying to sell. They need someone so bland, someone more boring than a toaster.
Yeah.
And they start
they lay it on thick here.
And in the middle of this, Drew's like, I know you're talking about me, just stop it. So yes, Drew Carey is going to be the star of the Winfred Louder 24/7 live stream. So this is where I would say like the web stuff comes into play here. In addition to it being live on ABC, you were also able to go to winloud.com. You would download software that would then open up in like a Microsoft software. It's Microsoft Windows Media Technology. So I guess this would be like software you would install, and you could play back in real time things that the Warner Brothers people were showing to you simultaneously.
Oh, interesting.
So a couple examples. There's one example I want to get to when it actually relates to the show. But like during this office scene, there's a moment where I guess you see inside to Wick's office.
Yeah.
And there's like a dominatrix in leather sort of trying to woo him back in.
Yeah.
Ed McMahon at one point it knocks on Drew's door while he's out, I guess, at the Warsaw, and he has a check for $10 million. Like, you know how he used to do this? Cash for gold or whatever. I don't know if it's that.
Was it Publishers Clearinghouse?
Something in that vein. He's got a check for $10 million, but because nobody's home, we all see it on the cameras. He leaves with the check because nobody's there to claim it.
Damn.
This all streamed simultaneous to the episode. There was no audio. Because they didn't want it to distract from the actual broadcast that you were watching, but it was one of the first 2-screen experiences, basically.
Yeah.
We see ghosts at one point dancing through Drew's house. We see a bunch of dogs run into his kitchen.
Wow, they had a lot of these scenes.
Yeah, a bunch of weird little things.
If any of you guys at home saw these, since we can't like really,
these have been lost to time. They're not on YouTube.
Just like tell us if you remember logging on and watching them. I'd be really interested.
Did you go to winloud.com
to know your accounts?
Yeah,
that's crazy. There's a lot that they play. And So they just did it for the duration of the episode.
Yeah, basically.
But then each coast or time zone.
They would replay the same clips. I guess they would time it out. It got just under 2 million streams across the 3 time zones.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
In 1990, this was bigger.
Not that many people. Like, I'm sure a lot of people had the internet, but it's not like as commonplace as it is today.
In 1999, this Drew Carey bit beat out the viewership of the Victoria's Secret model show. What do they call that? The Victoria's Secret show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With all the ladies in lingerie. More people watched the Drew Cam stuff than they watched that online. This was
people now? Did more people with pants on watch this or the Victoria's Secret?
Hands on the keyboard.
Hands on the keyboard.
Hands on the
How
keyboard.
many people?
It was a part of something Warner Brothers was trying to launch called Entertaindom. Which was going to be like a live streaming experience for people. The technology was not there. You ever like read into like early shit of people trying to be like, we're going to disrupt the
ideas were there though.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that people knew there were people ready for what this was going to become.
Absolutely.
Like they just, nobody caught up.
It kind of reminds me of like Quibi in a way. Like, remember Quibi? Everybody was like, yo, we're going to short form, and it just did not fucking work at all. But yeah, no, you would log on to this Windows Media Player thing and you'd watch all this stuff. It was a fun little side project tangent thing in tandem with the episode. So there was a bunch of different tech partners. I don't even know. Akamai Technologies, Don Mischner Technologies, E-Media, Enron.
I was literally going to say Enron has to be in there.
Globix, iBeam, Interview, Sandpiper Digital Island.
Wow.
Yeah. Television internet first, Warner Brothers claimed. That was the other thing, too, because it was Warner Brothers who has the rights to it, not ABC.
Yeah.
ABC didn't really give a shit because...
About the live stream or anything.
Because it was Warner Brothers' thing. They promoted it on, like, it's a thing going on.
Sure, you can watch this, but...
Yeah, it made it complicated.
Because they didn't even really... they don't mention it in the episode at all.
No.
It's not like a beat you over the head. Oh, make sure you're checking it out here.
Look what's going on.
This is the fun element to this. You would have, if we didn't look at it, we would have no idea this wasn't just another episode where they had a kooky idea.
Just totally supplemental.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's winloud.com.
That's awesome. I just the fact that they, again, took a swing. This show just taking swings after the Drew Live thing, the what's wrong with that. We'll have another one in a few apps.
They're just willing to try weird shit. And I, for one, salute it.
Yes.
Especially pre-2000. They're like, let's just do some kooky shit. I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, Drew's excited. He gets to, have all this stuff in his house. And, it is what it is. Mimi gets $100 voucher, I think, for Winfred Louder for coming up with the idea, even though she doesn't get to, be a part of the stream. Also, just the idea of a guy live streaming his house in 1999 is such a now it seems commonplace.
That's what I didn't realize too. It's just him. He's just gonna live his life.
Yeah. Oh man.
We get a shot and it's just his price tags on all his new furniture.
Yeah. Post titles we come in and it's the House of Easy Living. He's got every new appliances and furniture. They all got
couch, new love seat. Everything's got big
slapped on them,
like Price is Right style price tags on there.
It's kind of amazing, right? Knowing that Drew Carey now does that. He kind of lives in the House of Easy Living for work now.
Yeah.
But for the next 2 weeks.
That's the other thing too. I was like, what, for weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks worth of this.
Do they have any bedroom shots? Are they selling bathroom merchandise?
Is there anything? I mean, we have 2 cams basically. We get the living room and we get the kitchen. Yeah. So we're selling like the fridge and the washer dryer and all that.
I think I could handle that. Like if for work, if they were like, okay, we want you to live stream your life for 2 weeks, and they were like, but it's only the kitchen and the living room, I can deal with that.
Yeah. To be fair, this apartment you are in, it's all kind of one space, the kitchen and the living room.
Yeah, just set up one camera right here.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Just watch me, make dinner.
Yeah.
I'm afraid though it would be exactly what happens to Drew.
Yeah. We do get Lewis and Oswald walking in. Lewis tries to sell himself for dating purposes.
Yeah, Lewis at hotbod.com.
Yeah, LewisHotbod.com.
Oh, Lewis Hot.
I did check. They do not own it, but somebody else does, and they turned it into a Lewis fan site where you can submit a message. Now, the last message that was submitted through was 2011.
Yo.
Do you think if we write a message that they'll post it on lewishotpod.com?
We should try.
We'll try it after this.
We'll try this.
We'll try it.
We'll update you all.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that are like, oh my God, I loved the Drew Carey show, all this stuff. I just like that some fan took it over.
And made that. And
Lewis
I just
Lewis
wonder,
Hotpod.
I wonder if they're alive.
Yeah, the fan. That's why they stopped posting.
Yeah, 2011. That's a long time, dude. We had COVID.
Yeah, no, it's true. Shit, there's been so much that's happened since 2011. Yeah. 2003 people. I just love the idea. Yeah, somebody took it over in 2003 and was like, I don't know if they ever owned it, to be honest with you.
And
Oswald.
I don't know what Oswald's trying to sell here. It's also
I think he's
just
trying to sell his body.
He takes off his shirt and but it's like a belly button show.
Well,
or something?
he's got on the back of his shirt it says "I'm for sale, $6 an hour." And then he as Drew.
Come on, buddy, you're worth more than $6
for an hour.
For an hour?
Yeah, that's at least $8.
Damn.
I think. Drew goes to use the bathroom, and Oswald takes off his shirt and introduces the Belly Button Theater Show. Lewis says, "I saw his testicles do the Odd Couple. I'm not impressed, to be honest with you."
He got a pretty big woo taking off his shirt here.
He did. People are there for the Dietrich Bader bod.
Yeah.
This is one of the things. So Lewis leaves to go into the kitchen at this point. On the web stream, you did get to see Belly Button Theater, and God, I could only imagine.
Oh, that's awesome!
What Belly Button
I'm
Theater
glad
is.
they actually did
remember,
that.
there's no audio. So what?
Wait, was it perfectly synced with the show? Then
It was as synced as
they could
be.
make it.
Yeah. They tried their hardest to make
That's
it so
fucking awesome.
It's cool, right?
That's great.
Somebody thought that through. Some story person was
It's like now how I don't know. Sometimes I'll watch a sporting event and there are fans. If it's a team that I like and I have a podcast, they'll do watch alongs and you can watch them do the watch along.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that because then you get commercial breaks or whatever, and then they talk about it.
You get to see the Barstool good dudes yelling or whatever. Frank the Tank.
Okay, maybe not them, but
okay, but that's just the first one that came to mind.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, Lewis goes to the bathroom. Lewis goes to the kitchen. And we see Kate at the window, sort of beckoning to him.
Yeah.
Come out. And he goes,
this is good.
Go ahead.
He goes, what are the odds she's going to talk about herself?
There you go. I did enjoy that a lot. I'm surprised the Lewis-Kate dynamic we have had over these last couple of episodes.
I really like how close they've become over The Secret.
Yeah.
And
to be fair,
also,
he's the only one.
Yeah, but also Lewis is I don't know. I like because it would have been very easy for him to give up the goods on this very early on.
Oh, for sure.
So I do like how he's begrudgingly holding this.
We learn that by the end of this, he's a very good friend. He does not.
Yeah.
He's loose lips sink ships. He is not sinking a ship. So anyway, he goes out back to talk with Kate, and she's like, "I have to show you something." And at this point, he's like, "Oh, is it my turn? Show me. I get to see." I don't know what exactly he thinks he's going to see.
I think we know what he thinks.
I think we're aware of what he's going to say. And she goes, "No, it's a letter. Oh, it's a letter for Drew."
And then he's like, "Let's not make this awkward. All right, just give it." Because she was like, "What did you actually?"
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it's a letter she wrote for Drew, and it's kind of like a poetic sing-songy.
Yeah,
sorta.
It's basically just she's like, "This is the way I could think to tell him right now." If we remember in the last episode, she it was going to be at the party and things got in the way. I ended up kissing Colin Mockery. so she was like, "Oh, I can't tell him on the night he kisses Colin Mockery."
Yeah.
So,
but she ends up confessing
her love in the letter.
Yes.
And Lewis comes away. He's like, "This is the most beautiful thing ever," which I'm like, all right.
Is it?
It was fine.
It's fine. She's not a writer, folks.
Come on.
Kate O'Brien.
I don't even know what she does. Is she unemployed?
Kind of. I don't think she has.
Is she between jobs?
It's so funny because we talk later in this episode. She's like, I like seeing you at Winfred Lauder. What's she doing at Winfred Lauder?
I got no idea.
She was working in the makeup department anymore.
But she was doing the thing for Miss Lauder.
But
she's still the assistant.
No, she left that. No, she went back to that.
She went back with her tail between her legs, but she doesn't talk about. Well, I don't know. Whatever.
It's all confusing.
We don't know what she's doing, but anyway, Lewis is like, "This is the most beautiful thing ever." But
you can't tell
you self-involved devil. and basically just shits all over. Like you can't. So we go immediately back to what I thought we were over the last episode, which is the therapist thread that the therapist said Drew has to take some time, work on himself. He can't get into relationships. And Lewis is like, this, you can't, fuck that up for him.
Yeah.
But Kate's like, oh, come on, I can't hold this enough. I can't hold this in any longer.
No. To which Lewis goes, well, you have to. You have to try at least. The longer you hold on to something inside, the better you feel when you finally release it.
Lewis still thinking about that thing he thought she was going to show.
It's like, are you talking about your emotions? And he goes, yeah, let's go with that. Sure. So at the Warsaw, in the next scene, we get Drew, Lewis, and Kate, and we learn more about what Drew is actually broadcasting out to people.
Yeah.
We get Drew. Lewis says he was excited about the competition that Drew had between the humidifier and the dehumidifier.
Yeah.
What? He was like, who ended up winning? And Drew said, oh, the humidifier, but the dehumidifier didn't cover the spread.
Yeah.
Who's sports betting on humidifier, dehumidifier?
You know damn well you'd be able to.
That's true. That's true.
100%. You bet on anything.
What does Kalshi say about the humidifier's odds?
Right.
Yeah.
I always wondered what it would be like if you ran them in the same room.
Yeah.
That was a thing. Because I've had dehumidifiers and humidifiers over the years.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what would work better? Or does it keep it a nice, even,
it keeps
perfect space?
Why don't we just make one machine that can be a humidifier and a dehumidifier?
That's got to be out there.
It's got to exist.
Brookstone or something.
Yeah, like you need them for different seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Summer, I want a dehumidifier. Winter, I need a humidifier. I don't know. I'm just saying. Brookstone, Dyson, get on it.
Somebody had to figure that out.
Somebody has to get on it.
If you found one, send it in.
Yeah.
We'll send you our address.
We also have a special about the toaster oven coming up. The half-breed bastard of the kitchen.
Yes.
Bastard of the kitchen. I love a toaster oven.
The toaster oven is better than the toaster by far.
For most things.
I have a toaster.
I'm a big bagel guy.
And I think a toaster's honestly kind of a waste of space, but I just don't have the space for a toaster oven. See, I could live my life without a toaster.
What would you put in a toaster oven, though, that you couldn't put in a toaster? Like here in New York.
Oh, a toaster oven, you can
pizzas?
you can put in how about you heat up a slice of pizza? Yeah. Nothing better than in a toaster oven.
But you can no, you don't. No, you do have a microwave. You can do it in a microwave. You just have to add a glass of water. That way, the water absorbs.
Too much. It's too much.
No, it's fine.
And it's also just like then you can. Let's say I wanted to make a sandwich and melt the cheese. I have a toasted sandwich with cheese, perfect to melt it in there.
It's an easy, no mess grilled cheese machine.
I grew up. We only had a toaster oven. We never had a toaster.
Sure, same actually.
And it was a move. I understood why. And the second I have the counter space for a toaster oven, I'll get one.
Now we have at my house, though, we had just a toaster oven growing up. Now we've got toaster and air fryer.
Air fryer is interesting.
Air fryer.
I never got on the trend. I didn't. It was always.
We have one in my apartment currently. My girlfriend has one. I'm not sure how to use it sometimes.
Yeah.
There's too much with because it's time and it's temperature. I know that's also an oven. I'm saying that out loud and I realize it's also an oven. But it's doing some weird shit and it's making noises and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Man, that's how I feel about the Instapot. I got an Instapot and like I was told, oh, it's so simple. It's so easy. You'll be able to make all this. I get so worried that I'm going to it's like a bomb and the lid's going to blow off the top because I didn't take the pressure valve off and I'm going to scald my face. Yeah. Like I get nervous. I know they idiot proof these things, but I don't know if they know how stupid I am.
They idiot proof it, but they're not ready for this idiot. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Drew's having a blast putting on these shows. Unfortunately, though, the internet seems to disagree with him. Wick comes in and delivers some bad news. His pathetic home life is depressing Winfred Louder viewers.
Right.
That's basically what we learned. Yeah. He has a list of emails from viewers that we get here.
Can I just say I like how Wick is like this producer.
Oh, sure.
like popping in at
he
all
seems to
points.
have more fun being this live stream producer than he does
his actual job.
Yeah, being the boss.
Like he's showing up after hours. Drew's off the clock. He's at the bar. He's coming in a suit, like giving him notes on his live stream.
It's very Truman Show in
Yes.
terms of he's like, no, we can change it. We can make it different.
Yeah, it is Truman Show. That's good.
They have
good comp.
They're very depressed. Why does Drew not go out on Saturday nights? Why doesn't he have a girlfriend? Why does he go to the bathroom so often? They are not feeling whatever Drew's giving them.
Yeah.
So his pitch is as a solution.
So his pitch is, why don't we get a pretty woman?
Yeah.
We're going to add a pretty woman into your life.
Add a lady.
You're going to start living with a lady.
You're going to have a girlfriend for 3 hours a night for this live stream.
And now obviously Kate, who's sitting there, she's like, well, what the... Like, she's like, no, how about not? And they say, she's like, how about a monkey?
Monkey would be better.
Monkey would be so
Monkey
good.
would fucking roll. As we've established, and honestly, I'm surprised the show didn't go for this in a way.
Yeah.
This is kind of the monkey show.
Once the girlfriend thing that, like, I feel like the credit scene should have been them trying it with a chimp. Right? That's my credit scene for this app.
That's not a bad idea.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, it is, she tries to be like, Drew with a monkey, way better. And then Lewis goes, hey, that monkey thing gave me an idea. Why don't you have Kate do it?
Yeah, let's make Kate. So for a minute here, we're like, perfect. Kate is going to be his pretend girlfriend for the internet.
Yeah, she's going to get what she wants. Drew's going to get what he wants. Winfred Louder's going to pay both of them.
And maybe some sparks will fly in the meantime.
God, she sure hopes, right? So Wick has them like cuddle up together, and he goes, yeah, it's an ugly thing and it's a pretty thing.
And he laughs.
This.
He's like, I like this. Yeah.
So, we then go into
we're at the home. We're
couple life.
And Kate is domesticated as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
She's got her like little apron on.
When I saw
and her,
the
like,
long blue dress,
top, yeah,
I was like, oh man, we have trad wife Kate out of nowhere.
She says she cooks steaks, but it looks like a giant hunk of meat. I'm like, that's not a convincing steak whatsoever.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Drew brings home a pasta maker for her. And she's like, oh, sweetie, you've brought home gifts every day this week. This is actually the second pasta maker that he's brought home.
Yeah.
But we get a chance to promote that no questions asked return policy. I love that Winfred Louder is like Costco. If you've got it and you got a receipt, we'll fucking take it back. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. I had an uncle once who had a calculator he bought from Costco 15 years ago.
A calculator. Was it a scientific calculator? Or was it a regular calculator?
Yeah, I think it was scientific, but it wasn't.
Those are cool calculators. The ones that can do like the what do they call them?
All the too smart shit that I don't know.
All the calculus bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know why he had it. But he returned it. My mom used to work with him at his office, and he was like, it's broken.
15 years later.
I'm going to take it to Costco. He had the receipt. He had the fucking receipt. And he took it back, and they gave him a refund.
Where do you keep that you know that you'll have it?
Well, you know what, man? I don't know.
For 15 years, I can't even imagine, like, did he move in that period and he moved with an old receipt?
I think he had the box and he kept the receipt in the box is my only logic. But how do you even know where the box is?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Penny pinching. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to do it.
Hey, so we got a new calculator.
Yeah, you got a new
calculator.
calculator.
I'm sure the people at Costco got a kick out of that. A 15-year-old calculator.
I can't believe this is my job today. I get to process a transaction from 2009. So anyway, they're moving then in from the kitchen to the living room, and Kate has set up a very nice sort of candlelit set in the living room.
Yeah, they're gonna do. It was funny to me. It was like, it's like a dining table, but it's the coffee table.
Yeah, it's a real low.
They're still
table.
Eating on the couch.
Yeah, it's why fix a good thing for Drew Carey, even if they have the money to fix it.
She's perfect for him. She knows what he wants.
No doubt.
But anyway, so they go in. She's showing off the where they're going to eat their dinner.
Yeah,
I forget
the cutlery and everything. And it's at this point that Wick barges in.
Yes,
and he has to go talk to the two of them outside.
Yes,
right as they're about to go in for a kiss.
Right. They're about to have almost a sweet moment.
Yeah.
And then Wick's like, actually, we're going to take a pause here. I got to talk to them. Yeah. Again, breaking in like the producer. He has a photo of someone from Star Trek?
It's a black woman from Star Trek, and I don't know
the character names.
But this isn't the Star Trek review podcast.
No, but he was like, listen.
He's like, listen, nerds, you look at your queen while we go talk.
Yeah. And he pulls him out back.
Yeah. And he's got bad news. They're actually rating worse with Kate.
Yes.
Nobody likes them.
There's no chemistry here.
No chemistry at all.
It's not believable. They don't work. So instantly shitting all over what Kate wants. She was like, what do you mean? We've known each other forever.
The audience doesn't like it.
Yeah.
They do have a note from a kid in Utah who wants a photo of her feet. Mm-hmm. The internet never changes, man.
Nah,
this is from 1999. Yeah. There was some weirdo in Utah that wanted feet pics.
Pretty sure that's why they made the internet. It started with feet pics, and then we were like, let's do, I don't know, Google or something.
Google was started by some foot fetish guys.
Yeah.
That kid who wanted Kate's feet went on to go found Wiki Feet.
Yeah.
But so they're not giving up on the idea though of Drew with a woman. Drew starts to protest the idea that like, no, it has to be Kate. We have a friendship.
We've been together forever.
Go way back. And then suddenly this very pretty, well-endowed woman comes out of the shadows.
Yes, Isabel.
He's like, don't move. There's a model in my backyard. And Wicks go, no, she'll stay. This is Isabel. She works in the complaints department.
Yes, it was the complaints department.
At Winfred Lauder.
And then Drew.
So she's been fielding these complaints, I'm sure, about Drew.
And Drew, with his all his swag, goes up and he's like, "Oh, my only complaint is how I haven't met you yet," or whatever.
Was a bomb.
I was like, yes.
It was great.
Get fucked, literally, Drew. I hope you fuck.
God, he needs it. This 4-man needs it.
Yeah.
So Kate is like kind of left to the wayside. Now we've got Isabel coming in. With Drew.
Kate sees the writing on the wall.
Oh,
She's like, ugh.
She knows what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
She knows as much as she loves Drew. She knows Drew.
Yeah.
So the next day.
So before they leave, the end, Drew takes Kate to go break up with her on camera. So I like that they're doing that for the audience.
we have to keep,
they're going to pretend that Kate was cheating on him or something.
Canonically, they need to know what's going on.
Yes.
It can't just be new mommy all of a sudden. The next day, Mimi approaches Drew at his desk, and she's very complimentary about this live show.
Yeah, she was really into it. She also brings him coffee.
Yeah. To which he is very skeptical. He pulls out like a chemistry set.
Yeah.
I think he's like testing it obviously for saliva or God knows what other liquids could be in there.
And it ends up being a real cup of coffee.
Yeah.
In a Cleveland Rockers mug. Shout out to WNBA.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize.
That was their old WNBA team. Now they're getting it back though.
Yeah. Are they going to keep the name though, do you think?
I haven't followed. I got no. Probably. I don't know.
They haven't announced the Philly name yet. The Philly team I think starts in 2028 though.
Really?
For the WNBA.
I know they're bringing back the Houston team. That was like the first dynasty in the WNBA.
Oh, sure. Wow.
They won like the first 3 championships and they lost their team.
Yeah. It'd be nice
to see. There's a little WNBA knowledge for you guys.
We're talking lady ball.
Yeah. We love lady balls.
We love lady balls. This city's electric right now about basketball. Yeah, and here I am giving you the WNBA, not the MNBA.
Nope.
No. But yeah, no. So Mimi's being nice to him. Not because she actually wants to be, but because she wants to get on the show.
Yeah.
She is so desperate to get on this live stream. She's got ideas of how she can work herself in. She pictures herself as like a music teacher for underprivileged children. Mm-hmm. And Drew's like, no, not having it.
I'm like, why does Mimi need a character? Why can't she just come in and be Drew's villain?
Yeah. Why? That would be fun.
I think you just need a villain.
Yeah.
She can just be like the bad neighbor coming in and tampering with his stuff. And then the people at home can be like, no, Drew, don't touch the toaster. And then it like explodes because whenever he wasn't home, Mimi was in there.
Mimi put a gallon of water in the oven.
Yeah,
something like that. It could be fun. I do like the idea of her pitching herself as his foil.
Yeah.
And him,
I think he would have gone for it.
Does Drew have enough producer brain to be like, oh, that would be good?
Evidently, he might have. I guess it wasn't pitched.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, he says no, and she runs away. Isabel runs up. She has lunch for Drew.
Yeah, we're not even on camera right now, and she's doing nice shit for Drew.
Nice shit for him.
She kind of likes him.
In turn, though, he's doing nice things for her. I don't know what this was, but he had a check for her.
Yeah, she needed. It was like getting paid for some.
It was like back
sick
pay?
days or
Yeah.
something that she hadn't received.
That's where it pays to know the hiring guy.
Yeah, and he said he made a few calls, and then bam, and she was thrilled. They ended up giving a big hug, and they were jumping around, and Kate walks in, and she's like, all right, we can cut the shit. You know, you're not on
We're
camera
not on
anymore.
camera, guys, you know.
Yeah,
she's
feeling some type of way. She's competitive right now.
Very jealous with this. She has a line that she's like, I've known him longer than you've been alive about Drew. And longer than I've been alive. Right. Clearly, like dating herself.
Acknowledging that, yeah. So
the jealousy is real, man. I get it. I understand it.
Yeah. Hey,
that's being an actress.
What's Kate call her? A Spitfire?
Yeah.
Some Spitfire comes in, takes your man.
Yeah, have fun, enjoy your Spitfire, but when the fire goes out, all you're left with is spit. I did enjoy that. That's a good line. That's a good line.
Yeah.
Wick comes up and he says that the verdict is in. America loves you. You're making America tingle in their swimsuit area, is what he says. Which I love the idea of this live stream. There's no fucking way
that
Drew Carey's helping out with that.
Yeah, so Drew Carey's making people tingle.
Drew Carey has never made anyone tingle as long as I've been alive. Yeah. So, Drew then Wick extends the promotion for 2 extra weeks.
Yes, that's
so
the
now
big
we've got
news
a month
here
of the
is now
stream.
we're going to have a full month of this stream and a full month of Kate taking the back seat to Drew's life.
Wick asks if there's any objections and Kate raises her hand and he goes, hello, O'Brien.
I see you, O'Brien. So we go to the Warsaw after this.
Well, the one thing I just want to say is Drew also tells Kate he wants to ask Isabel out.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the big reveal here, too.
This is the big reveal here.
So now he has the hots for her, and he's like, and Kate's like, wait, what do you mean? What happened to the therapy thing? Now he's like, yeah, but I just feel a connection. Like, he's like, this is different.
If you wait for too long and you're friends for too long, it's weird. Which infuriates Kate just to no end.
She's like, are you fucking serious right now?
He's like, you gotta strike before it's too weird.
Yeah.
So then we go to the Warsaw. And we get these boys, Lewis and Oswald, just drinking away.
Yeah, like they're just sipping.
They're just sitting there silently drinking beer.
I love this because honestly, I just love drinking beer.
And so does Oswald. Oswald says the same thing. After a long sip, he goes, "I love drinking." And then Lewis goes, "Oh, chatty Cathy."
Yeah. Are we drinking or what?
Are we talking?
Yeah.
So then they keep drinking. Drew comes in and he's kind of like upset about Kate. He's like, why she seems real agitated. Does anybody know what's going on with her or why she'd be upset with me and Isabel? And Lewis clearly starts to show that he knows something.
Yeah.
And they move closer to him and he's like, I'm not going to break. You can't, get me. And to his credit, he doesn't buckle under the pressure.
Right.
But Drew then goes, well, you know what? Forget it then. We're here to drink. Let's just drink.
Yes.
Pours himself a beer that is almost entirely
foam. I was like, he was like, all right, cheers. And I'm like, dog, you're drinking like a quarter beer.
You ever see that photo of Hillary Clinton pouring her own beer out on the campaign
and it's all foam.
It's all foam. It's truly, that was the Drew Carey foam. That was really what it was.
Learn how to pour a beer, Drew.
If anybody should know how to pour a beer, you'd think it would be
Drew.
Yeah, Drew Carey.
Yeah, he's not good. He chokes on camera.
To be
as
fair,
we know from Drew Live.
Those pictures weren't great, to be honest, of the beer. I think he might have had bad beer to begin with.
Right.
So, nevertheless.
Also, I guess we don't actually know what they're drinking.
Well, we do know because they said in the look back show, it's all non-alcoholic.
It's all non-alcoholic.
So maybe there's just not enough foam. Maybe it is all foam. Maybe there's really not enough bubbles for him, not enough carbonation.
I don't know, but we cut to now they're plastered.
Hours later,
they're plastered. Hours later, the bar's shut down.
It's way darker. There's like a bunch of pitchers on the table. And they're all drunk.
No waitresses come by to pick up any of the pitchers.
No, it's a testament to how fucked they got.
Yeah.
And Drew's like, listen, guys, I think we shouldn't have secrets. We shouldn't have secrets between us.
Respect to Drew for being able to get that plastered and still stay on message.
Oh, right. Well, like, because you're thinking he's trying to still get the info out.
Like, he's still trying to get the info here.
Hours and dozens
of beers later, he's not like, why isn't he just talking about, I don't know, fucking sports or something? Like, why isn't he talking about anything else?
He's a man on a mission. And I too respect that. We do find out in this moment, Oswald has a secret. He might be a father. And he's talking about how he got a call last week
good reveal,
about his son. And before we can really get any information, Drew's like, yeah, shut up, Lewis.
Lewis, how about that secret?
What do you know? What do you know?
And Lewis is like, Kate loves... And then he keeps pounding the table.
Yeah, he keeps, he can't
Kate
say, loves rock and roll. And then they start singing "I Love Rock and Roll."
Start singing that song, and I'm like, now that's drunk brain.
And then I think he falls asleep basically at the table.
Yeah, that's it.
Drew goes, "Who loves rock and roll?" And Oswald goes, "Probably my son, just trying to get back at his old man.
Anything to chap the old man's ass." I was like that. So anyway, Oswald's a father too.
Maybe
that's cool.
I think that's cool.
I hope we get an episode with his son.
Deadbeat dad Oswald.
Who's the mom?
Wouldn't it be crazy if it was that like hick neighbor from the very beginning that had the hots for him? Bring it all back together. That the character
the white
no
trash
one
neighbor.
remembers.
We miss them.
Remember them? They had those weird
I really
pets.
thought they were going to be such a big part of this.
Yeah,
They were like, the neighbor thing's played. We're not doing it.
I can't blame him. It kind of is.
Tim Allen played the neighbor thing.
Did you see the new home improvement news that's going on?
I read a headline that said, "This is the reason home improvement can't come back."
Yeah, basically.
And I was like, I don't think I need you to explain why.
Well,
I don't think there's an appetite for this anymore.
Tim Allen was asked about it, I guess, while doing press for Toy Story 5.
Right.
There's this thing where
I actually want to see Toy Story 5.
I don't even a little bit. We saw Toy Story 4 together. Do you remember this?
We saw that together?
United Artists out in Philly. We saw it together.
That was 3 or 4. That was 4.
That was 4. And it was awful. It was such a bad movie. I was like,
damn,
this
dude,
is awful.
I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't remember it. The other day I told Belle I never saw Toy Story 4.
No, you were living down in South Philly.
We did a whole trip.
Yeah. It was, okay. I was like, fine, whatever. And it was bad. I'm so uninterested in this Toy Story 5.
I just like that there's a tablet in it now. I want to get to know the tablet. They're just going to
sell little fucking tablets now. That's all they're going to do. It's all fucking marketing.
Wow, I feel like shit. I really can't remember the Toy Story 4. That's so how bad. Unremarkable the movie must have been.
Woody leaves. Woody leaves the gang. That's the whole thing. Him and Bo Peep. But now he's back and he's got a bald spot. It's all
you know what? I do remember it.
Yeah, they were at a carnival or some shit.
Yeah.
That's how it ends.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. It all comes back to me now. Yeah. And then they reunite after that carnival or whatever. It's like some small town or whatever.
It's some bullshit thing. Anyway, all of that to say, on the press tour, they asked Tim Allen about it coming back. And the reason that it can't come back is the 3 kids. They're all in their 40s at this point. Because they were like 13 when the show ended.
Right.
The 2 quit acting. The 2 younger boys quit acting, basically. And the older one still does act, but he has like a litany of felony charges against him that would make it impossible for him to join back.
What? He was a January 6er?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But no, like I think it's like drunk driving or like some sort of aggravated assault, whatever. Like stuff that like, just it's beyond the pale for the Disney organization.
Right.
But I think credit to cancel culture champion Tim Allen. He won't let them recast that son.
Yeah, he's like, we're just not going to do the show.
Also,
that's all right. He's got like 5 shows already.
You've got so many fucking sitcoms.
He's still doing things on like Fox where he runs a camp store or whatever the fuck.
No, we've talked about it. The new one is he runs a mechanic. He's like a mechanic with Kat Dennings.
Oh,
and that's his daughter. And she's like, Dad.
I can't believe he still gets all this work.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, there's a market for it. Also, he's Buzz Lightyear. At a point, like, you just don't even need money. The checks cash themselves.
Right. How much money do you think these guys get on still? Tom Hanks is still getting for doing Woody.
I can tell you how much they get. Infinity and beyond. Thank you.
That was our Toy Story section of the pod. If you skipped, it is now over. We're back to Drew Carey.
Also, sorry, at one point we brought up January 6th. We go back to Drew's house, and him and Isabel are bouncing around his living room on exercise balls.
Yes.
They're like, isn't this such a fun way to get around? I hate those fucking things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not at all useful.
No, I do like the yoga balls. I like that people thought, oh, maybe it's like a good thing to sit at work.
Yeah.
How?
Not even a
How
little
is
bit.
that fun?
I knew somebody who had one at the office.
Oh, they
like,
would sit on it
years
at the
ago.
office? Oh,
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Crazy behavior.
Why don't you just get a really big beanbag chair?
Why don't you just go exercise later and quit making me feel bad about it, damn it?
And so at this point, though, while they're on the balls, Kate comes in. And she's like, I got to talk to you, Drew. And Drew's obviously like, hey, Kate, does this look too swollen to you? Like his exercise ball?
Yeah.
But yeah, Kate comes in and she notices that Isabel is wearing Drew's shirt.
Yes. Not only, it's not just Drew's shirt, it's the shirt that Kate bought him.
Yes. Yeah. She had spilled sauce on it, and Drew called it hot sauce once it got on her, because of course he did. So he gave her
Drew's
a shirt
also
to
speaking
wear.
some broken Spanish now, too.
Yeah. There was a moment earlier where she says a Spanish phrase to Drew at the office.
Yeah.
And Kate's like, do you know what she said? He's like, nope.
I had no idea.
Do you care?
But he likes it.
He likes it. Isabel feels not great with Kate being there.
Right.
And Kate's
She's
like, I want that
clearly,
shirt back.
Clearly she's being confrontational here.
Yeah, jealous.
Yeah. So
Isabel leaves.
She
decides
and
to
she's going to
leave.
let them have a moment.
Yeah, Drew's very annoyed about this because he's like, I was going to ask her on a date. Now I got to wait until after the show's done.
Yeah, and you ruined us all.
Yeah.
And Kate's like, no, I got something. I got to tell you something. Like, we have to talk.
Drew's like, well, you can only talk if you're talking about the merchandise. Talk about this fridge.
Because they're still on camera.
Mm-hmm. So she goes, okay, fine. I love your fridge.
Yes.
I've always loved your fridge, and I like seeing your fridge every day at the office. And,
And at the Warsaw, I can't imagine going by without seeing your fridge.
and Drew's like, are we talking about this fridge? Like pointing at himself. And
Yeah.
we get, it's a moment he slowly puts together. Oh, wait, she's confessing she has feelings for me. Finally, at 4.5 seasons in,
we get this reveal.
catharsis.
Yeah.
So Drew gets a kiss on the cheek from Kate, and she says, let's talk after this.
Yeah, because Drew is like, I couldn't tell here what emotion was going on. I was like, he's going for stunned, but I'm like, is Drew just a bad actor, or like what is because I was just like, it was like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm sure maybe that's what he was going for, but it's just like, I expected some sort of almost elation.
Yeah.
But I guess you got to put yourself in the shoes of someone who their whole childhood friend just confessed that they love them. That probably fucks you up a little bit. You got to process it.
Add in like the audience element of it, like there's cameras rolling and things.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but it was just like I couldn't tell at first what his real emotion was here.
Sure.
And then when she gives him the kiss on the cheek and she leaves, he starts walking, and they do a fun walking on air bit where now Drew is like walking and it's not touching the ground, and he bumps his head on the ceiling.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they must have shot it like a green screen, but like he literally walks up a flight of stairs that we don't see.
Yeah, it was funny. It was really good. But
it's great.
That's when I was like, okay, so he is supposed to be happy. Sure,
They literally signal it in like a very literal physical metaphor.
But I wasn't at first. I felt like it was a mixed reaction on it, and I was like, boy, I thought this was going to be explosive.
Yeah,
and it was not.
No. Well,
maybe that's a more authentic way it would go. I don't know. I've never confessed to a childhood friend that I love them.
In the next episode, there's a little bit of baggage and how he thinks about things.
How he considers it.
So, he hits his head on the ceiling as he's, walking on air, I think he says. And that's where we leave that. We go to the credit scene which, as we established, should have been a chimp. But we get Lewis and Oswald, and they're like, well, before they get rid of all this stuff from Drew's house, let's use the washer dryer one more time.
Yeah.
They start stripping down, and then they realize the cameras are still on.
Yeah.
So Lewis goes in his underwear.
He puts a towel over it.
Yeah.
And then
the
towel
falls at a point.
And now he's in a wash tub.
He's in like a basin.
Yeah.
Being scrubbed down by Oswald.
Yeah.
And I think he says something like, why don't you take a picture? It would last longer.
Yeah.
And that's
download it.
Download it. It'll last longer.
Why don't you download it?
Download it.
You fucking creep.
I do like, man.
I wonder if they showed the rest of that bathing sequence on the Drew live, the webcam thing.
Yeah. We saw full frontal nudity from Ryan Stiles on the web stream.
No wonder it doesn't live on the internet anymore. He had lawyers take that down.
But that's a wrap on Drew Cam. Again, if there was a way that we could have watched some of the audio,
I would love to watch it.
It would have been fun. The Ed McMahon thing in particular, I love that they got Ed McMahon. Do you think he understood what the internet was in 1999? He wasn't. I guess he died in 2010, so he wasn't like that.
I tell you, I know Ed McMahon's one of his granddaughter.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Isabel. I went to a wedding with her. Isabella's friend.
Yeah. Was she trying to sell you on cash for gold? She's like, listen, if gold's not going to go away, the market's still there.
No, but I tried not to be weird about like wanting to know more because she probably doesn't meet that many people our age that are like, so tell me about your Ed McMahon. Yeah. Oh my God.
So what did he tell you what Johnny smelled like? Like what? I do love it. He's one of the best late night sidekicks.
Yeah,
him and it's Andy. In my
I was going
mind.
to say it's got to be Andy Richter too. Yeah. Those are the only two.
The only ones. Well, Steve Higgins, but Steve Higgins is fine.
That whole show, I don't like. I think is a mess. Anyway,
we go to season 5.
Does Paul Schaefer count as a sidekick?
Okay,
because Paul was really good.
This is where I'm going to push my glasses up on my face. And I'm going to go. Band leader is a different thing than sidekick.
Yeah,
they can be,
but they really got him involved though.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like
Paul Schaefer rules.
He toes the line because there are some like Questlove definitely is just a band leader.
But then what is the announcer on Letterman if not also a sidekick? That redhead Artie, is that his name? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? They never really fleshed him out as a sidekick. I don't know. What I loved about the Letterman stuff was there was a big cavalcade of people.
Right,
like, it's like,
and then they had
our stage
reoccurring
manager,
people.
or like fucking the guy who runs the deli outside. Like all these people are,
or the corporate lawyer from CBS. I like when they had that bit. Anyway, Anyway,
season 5, episode 10. It's called Drew's Stomachache.
Yes.
Drew's tummy hurts.
His tummy hurts.
November 24th, 1999. I think this is probably around Thanksgiving, and no better time to have an episode about being nauseous.
Isn't Thanksgiving like... Well, it's not the same date every year.
No, it's not.
Sorry, I got it confused with Christmas. I got it confused with 4th of July.
It's Thanksgiving Eve, and here we are all gathered around the tree. So we starts with Drew. I think as we said, watching this, very needy in this whole scene.
Yeah.
He's knocking on Kate's door.
He's in the hallway of Kate's apartment building.
And it's very early. He says technically it is morning because the sun has started rising at 5:45 or whatever.
But to Kate, it's the middle of the night.
Yeah. So there Drew is. And, he brought her a newspaper. He can't get over the fact that she said that she loves him.
Yeah.
And he actually wants her to say it again into a tape recorder so that he has proof that Kate O'Brien loves him.
Yeah.
So, she says, I said that I loved you because I felt that way. And he goes, Kate O'Brien, whatever date. And hits the end of it. And then, she kind of goes back to sleep. Oh, they go in for a kiss. And she puts on her mouth guard. And then he's like, oh yeah, whereabouts? He's like, yeah, I'm a grinder. And this is where we learn that Drew's a screamer.
Yeah.
Night terrors, I guess.
I get the mouth guard thing. There's something about a mouth guard. You're kind of like,
I'm all right. You got to rinse that out first before I put my tongue in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, no.
My mom's a night screamer, though.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I feel like I've told this to somebody.
It's like hell you're in a hotel room and together and she's screaming. I tell you, it's the worst thing when you're in the same room as someone that's a night screamer.
My brother used to get night terrors when he was real young, and he would night terrors are crazy because you're awake for them.
Yeah.
Your eyes are open and you're screaming. I don't fuck with that at all.
No, she would. Night terror is crazy. Yeah, my mom would just I don't know if her eyes were open or not, but then she'd scream and I'd be like, I think it was just like medicine she was taking or whatever usually. And then I'm like, she'll be like, I was dreaming of a giant spider crawling down the wall and it was going to get me. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
So your mom just has bad vibes.
Yeah. I was like, man,
I don't fuck with that at all.
Killing the vacation right now.
I'm supposed to go on a roller coaster knowing that you're just seeing a big spider when you close your eyes.
in your sleep. That's going to ruin me for a decade now. Anyway,
so anyway, he goes in for the kiss. He doesn't get it. He's in the hallway. He has an interaction with another woman who's like at the door.
Yeah,
and this is where he starts pissing me off because he's like, wait.
She said he plays back the tape.
Yeah. I loved you. I said I loved you because I felt that way.
Yeah, like, so now he's nitpicking all the past tense in that sentence.
Does she not love me anymore?
Yeah.
So he runs back to her door and slams on even louder. And he's like, I need you to, why don't you feel that way anymore? You felt that way? Like, we're nitpicking grammar here.
Yeah.
So she records a new message saying that she loves Drew Carey and will continue to as long as he leaves right now.
Right.
It's the neediness for me.
Yeah, it's cringe.
He finally got what he wanted.
It's like, yeah, he finally got what he wanted. Again, I was mixed on his initial reaction, and now the first I'm really seeing him process it, he's being too needy about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, just be cool.
Yeah.
Be cool in love.
For once in your life, be cool.
Just plan a date? Like, what are you doing?
This is the same guy that went up to that pretty lady in the last episode and said, my only complaint.
Yeah, where's that guy?
Where's that guy? Come back, Drew. Anyway, that's the cold. We then go post-titles. Mimi and Steve are at the office.
Yes, they're ready to go to premarital counseling.
They're going to the church for this.
Yes,
and
so meeting the priest.
Mimi's trying to win the priest over by wearing a big dress with Pope John Paul II emblazoned on it. Wick comes out and he says, like, oh, I love that dress. I have a shirt that's just like it. But it has some fucking phrase on it, and now I can't remember.
It was something about, I think the pun had something to do with blasphemy.
Oh, yeah. When in Rome, have a blasphemy. Is that what it is or something?
That might have been
That
it.
sounds right-ish. Yeah.
If not, that's cute. You guys can use that and sell them at a street vendor in Italy.
Pope John Paul II, do you think a shirt with his face on it would still sell?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think people look, people always love the Pope. And like the Pope's got to be, for like really devout people, it's like, you know, how we remember athletes of our childhood, right? Like I look back on these like pirate players from 2006. There's got to be an old grandma like Pope John Paul. Love that guy.
Miss him. His ERA was crazy.
He used to hang out. They would post photos of the Pope, and people post photos of the Pope in their house.
So I was looking this up because I wanted to make sure.
My grandma had a photo of Pope John Paul.
I feel like we have had a lot of new popes lately.
Yeah.
Because, like, Pope John Paul dies and they brought in Benedict. Then Benedict leaves of his own fruition.
We got Francis.
Then Francis dies. Now we got Leo. But, like, I feel like in our lifetime...
Leo's going to be around a while.
I hope so. Pope John Paul, third longest serving pope. That's what it is. 78 to 2005.
I was going to say, I definitely remember him when we were kids.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't think it registered to me that he's just... I don't think it registered to me that we've had so many popes since then.
Yeah. Well, that's what crazy. It is. I feel like we're oversaturated with popes. Everybody's pope. We
just need someone.
We got an American pope.
We need someone to crank out a few decades right now.
We got the young pope. We've got young Sheldon Pope. It's too many popes. I don't know. Anyway,
got to give me a like. I think Leo looks like strapping and healthy.
That's the hope, right?
I'm hoping. Yeah, we
can get a good 30-year run out of him.
Right, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Anyway. We'll see.
And long enough to see the White Sox win the World Series.
I don't think
for everyone to be like,
there's enough time for anyone listening to this. Yeah, maybe the Nova Knicks is as close as he'll get.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, she says it's important for her mother that they get married in a church, which is very funny to me in a weird way. That I don't know. We've met Mimi's mom once, I think, right, in that Thanksgiving episode where she's trying to be the ice queen.
Yeah,
but she doesn't. They don't really strike me as a particularly religious group. Maybe I'm wrong.
But I don't know. I guess she is like that. She's she comes from that Eastern European heritage, and I feel like that.
It's a big.
I feel like just like there's like a lot of European energy that like they're very much about their roots.
Yeah.
These communities, she's like, oh, we're Polish. We like
we go to church and we
eat sauce, we eat kielbasa, and we dance around the polka music.
I'm Polish over here.
I don't know. Maybe
maybe I think you're right.
I might be talking about out my ass.
It's also, look, I think it's very funny. I know a lot of people look, we're not married, right? But I know a lot of people that get married.
We can get married now.
Okay. I know a lot of people that get married in a church. Like my brother was and I was like, you don't go to church. Why do you care about? I don't know. It's interesting to me.
I don't know. I guess the church thing, getting married in a church, it's kind of just like, it's old fashioned.
Right, exactly. But it's always been
like, oh, here's the,
it's always been a thing, I guess, regardless of like, I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's an old fashioned thing, but it's still happening today. I know people that don't go to church that have to get married, and then you got to schmooze a priest.
I would still call it old fashioned even today, though. Even like younger couples, I feel like that's just like, now, to me, it's just not thinking out of the box. But I don't know. There are people that still go to like a lot of church.
Oh, for sure.
Some of our listeners probably go to church.
Yeah,
but
I'm not trying to talk down. I just think it's very
just
funny.
Like, I don't really get it either. I come to think of it, I'm wondering if my parents got married in a church. I don't think they did.
I don't know.
I don't really remember.
But your parents,
I wasn't alive. But
no.
like, I'm just,
I wasn't there.
To be clear, I wasn't there. But I don't even remember if they told me.
Let's hope at least they got it annulled, because as we learned in this episode, it's a nightmare to not. Mimi's, they're going off to the church. Before they leave, Wick asks if the priest knows about Steve's cross-dressing, and it kind of seems like a throwaway for a little bit. But no, Mimi goes, no, what God doesn't know won't hurt him.
Right.
So we're not gonna overly complicate it.
Yes.
We're not gonna be 100% honest.
And also, we're still not going to do it.
No.
Because they're hoping you new ABC viewers don't remember when Steve used to wear a women's clothes.
A dress and heels.
Make the viewers at home uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
again, just the fact that they cut this out of the show, I don't understand why.
Well, the fact that it is, like, it would actually be more interesting, I think, if he was cross-dressing and they had to go to a priest.
Yes.
But
that instantly sets up a funny moment.
But now we've cut out like a whole plot point, and then it's still crucial now to this.
Yeah, and there's still, and as we come to find out, he's still going to bring it up in he's still going to bring it up in the fucking
so why
interview.
Why even have him stop?
So why, we missed a good opportunity for him to come back and be like, oh, I wasn't actually being forthcoming, and here he is in a dress.
Yeah.
But anyway, neither here nor there.
Well, Drew walks in, and they're being lovey-dovey with each other is basically how I would describe it. And he, they go, hey bro. Hey bro.
He hits him with the hey bro.
What up, bro? When he hits you with the hey bro, and
thanks, bro.
He's like, he basically gives his blessing, so to speak. He says, "You two can't make me any more nauseous than I already am."
Yeah, which is our introduction to the fact that Drew has a tummy ache.
Mm-hmm. Every time, Steve's like kissing Mimi's neck, and she says something like, "Oh no, if you get Mama too riled up, you're gonna have to ride her home." And Drew bends over in pain. He goes,
Yeah, we should note that Kate is here with him as well, trying to provide some comfort.
Yeah, trying to provide some guidance. She's talking about setting up their first real date.
Yeah.
She's made a reservation, or she's trying to make a reservation at a nice Italian spot.
I liked Drew talking about, she was like, what's your Friday night plans?
Yeah.
Just like, getting drunk, watching Sabrina, wondering if 9:30 is too early to go to bed. We've all been there on a night when we're alone at home, and we're like, is it too early for me to just call it? Is this like... So,
can I tell you a fun little thing about the IMDb page for this episode?
Yeah.
Some dweeb, and who I love, because again, we host a podcast with the Drew Carey Show.
Yeah,
some dweeb
we love everyone who feels the need to do anything with the show in their extracurricular time.
Near the beginning of the show, Drew tells Kate he will probably be watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch on a Friday night, presumably because Sabrina the Teenage Witch was another ABC sitcom of this era.
Yeah.
However, the episode was shown on November 24th, and there was no episode of Sabrina shown after this date until December 10th, 2 weeks later. This would also be the last season of Sabrina the Teenage Witch on ABC before moving to the WB.
Glad he figured that out.
Actually, if you look at the TV guide...
Well, maybe it was syndicated. I don't know. What do you get? Asshole. Fucking asshole.
Anyway, maybe he's got a VHS collection.
This is a miserable guy trying to fact check the Drew Carey show.
Yeah. Actually,
if you're one of our listeners, we love you.
Yeah, please keep listening.
Don't fact check us, though.
But yeah, so as Kate's explaining these Italian restaurant first date plans, Drew starts bending over again in pain. And we can kind of write this up to.
I feel like we caught on to this as the audience pretty quickly.
Oh, for sure.
Like they don't reveal it for another like 2 scenes, but like right away it's like, oh, clearly this Kate thing's upsetting him.
Yeah, and we keep writing it. Kate keeps writing it off as like, oh, you got to get Steve and Mimi out of your head. Like you can't, let them dominate your thoughts. Mimi is giving a store announcement that like the store closes in 30 minutes.
She keeps bringing up that Steve put her tongue on her uvula.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which sounds like it would be some downstairs business, but it's that little thingy in the back of your throat. Yeah. I did Google it. Because I was like, can we say that on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does sound like downstairs business. They're making it sound like downstairs business.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
They're laying it on.
It's got a lot of letters similar to other words.
Yeah.
But
Drew, can you find the uvula?
A lot of guys can't, Drew. It's all right.
But anyway, she keeps talking about, she makes a store announcement with saying uvula. Yeah.
So I like also while they're talking about this first date plan, Drew is a little worried about Oswald and Lewis, and Kate goes, "No, we'll get a sitter. It's fine." Just a grown man babysitter. Yeah. We then go to the marriage counseling. We're inside.
We're in the priest's
I feel like we've seen this before, like when Drew was trying to become a priest or was thinking about it.
They call them chambers, right?
I think so. Sure, that sounds right to me. Let's go with that.
I feel like
I think it's just an office. I think priests have moved beyond the mystique of their once they got dial-up internet and phones. Is it really still?
Is it still a chamber?
Yeah, through him and with him and entering.
It's a chamber of secrets.
There you go. Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah. Also, just
the
nonsense that priests get into, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
Oh.
So we literally see them at the end of their marriage counseling, and the priest is like, "Well, I got no problem with this, Mimi. I'm so happy you found somebody that you're going to get married to, and I think I'm ready to sign off on this." And he's like, "What I really appreciated about the two of you was your honesty."
Yeah.
And this triggers something in Steve.
Yeah, Steve can't handle it.
No.
Steve cracks under the pressure here.
And he goes, "Well,
I don't even think the priest was trying to get anything out of him.
Not even.
He was just being genuine.
He was just being kind, but they weren't being, and that genuine, and that's the problem."
Yeah.
Steve then, sits back down and he's like, "Actually, Father, I should tell you, I've had in the past, I've been cross-dressing as a woman."
Yeah. And I like here, he's like, the official Catholic stance on this is, well, it's not a sin, but it's yucky.
It's yucky. Yucky is a Catholic word, lest we forget. It's like baptismal.
Yes.
So then the priest sits down. He's like, "Okay, well, while we're here, let's ask some other questions. Like, do you agree with the church's stance on birth control?
Sure. Will you attend mass
regularly? Of course.
Yeah.
And this is your first marriage for both of you.
Neither of you have been married before.
And Steve goes, "Yeah, no, it is." And Mimi darts around and tries to walk out, and
and here we go. A little more Mimi lore.
Mimi lore drop. Here we go.
She has been married before.
She's been married 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, she was married to rock star Eddie Money.
God, that rules.
It was just a quick fling.
She really so quickly drops it into. She doesn't make a big fuss out of Eddie Money. She was like, "Oh, he was a young struggling musician, and I was at his first concert, and we just locked eyes, and
the magic came." For 2 weeks. She says, though, they haven't talked in a while. I think as they were leaving, he was leaving his houseboat.
Yeah,
she was
like, the last time he saw me, I was shooting at him as he swam away from our houseboat.
Yeah.
So he had a houseboat.
There's a lot of violence. A lot of violence going on with these two.
She was shooting at him just because I think we'll forget about it later. The reason? Whores. Eddie Money, Rockstar, had whores, and Mimi, not the kind to fuck around with.
No, not even a little bit. So anyway, the reason that she brings up this history is because the priest says, well, in order for this marriage to be valid, you need to annul your last marriage, and we need Eddie Money to sign off on that. So she's now in this situation where she's like, the last time I saw this guy, I was shooting a gun at him. I don't know how friendly he's going to be to me trying to get him to annul this, flash in the pan marriage.
I'm looking up Oh, Eddie Money was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Hell yeah, brother. You thought there was a
And
Cleveland
raised
connection?
in Levittown. I was just looking to see if he had a Cleveland connection. He moved to Berkeley California before he launched his professional rock career. All right, well, never mind.
I think Drew just knew a guy, maybe, or somebody knew a guy.
No, more. I was thinking more for the Mimi timeline. I'm like,
oh, how would that?
Where
make
was
sense?
Mimi,
Where
and
was
how
Mimi?
did she meet young up and coming Eddie Money?
Yeah,
and where was
first
their
ever
houseboat?
Cleveland show? Where was the houseboat?
I gotta say, a houseboat on Lake
Erie.
Erie is not sexy. It's not cool.
No, it's got to be on a big ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me on the Pacific Palisades.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're now in this conundrum. Mimi, in order to get married to Steve, has to get Eddie Money to annul their marriage. So I've never annulled a marriage. I've never been married, but I don't think annulment is that easy that you just get a guy's signature. If I remember, you need like testimony from people. It's actually kind of crazy. I think the levels of it.
I thought it was. It's also just weird to me that how long has this been, and they never like
got it divorced.
Yeah.
I guess it was just so quick that they didn't care. But,
yeah.
Anyway, divorce and annulment also
two different things.
Just
but I'm just like, why didn't they? I don't know. Maybe just you don't think about. I don't know. I've never had to be married and leave someone.
No, on a.
I guess
while they're shooting at you from your house.
I guess it's weird to try and erase that it never happened.
It's also 2 weeks. It's so quick. It's Yeah. Everybody's got stuff going on.
Yeah.
Who knows what I did 2 weeks ago? We then go to the Warsaw and we have Kate talking with Lewis and Oswald, and she's basically like, Drew won't be joining us tonight because he has a stomach ache. And they react.
They can't believe it.
No, because Drew never has a stomach ache.
No, though. And then Kate was like, "What about that time he had deviled ham?
Don't you remember? He drove us to the hospital while he was eating a deviled ham sandwich. Yeah, he's got a stomach of steel, is how I would describe it. They can't believe it, and they think that something is wrong. Steve and Mimi enter here.
Yes, and it seems to be, doesn't Kate say, oh, well, it's like isn't it their marriage or something? Like she explains to them? Maybe
they're explaining the situation. He's like, I think it's every time that they get, every time Steve, he can't stomach the idea that his brother is going to marry Mimi.
Yeah.
And the marriage is coming very quickly. Like we learn, like they need to get this annulment and then they're going to get married in like a week after.
Did we skip over at this point the moment that I just want to bring up the moment Kate has with Oswald here?
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. We did.
So she has a moment with Oswald because she's talking about them, maybe going on a date or whatever, and Oswald's like, yeah, Drew told me all about it, and he's like, it's fine, I rewatched our tape and I don't have any feelings.
Yeah, and she's like, the tape,
and he's like, yeah, the one we made at karaoke. Mm-hmm. But there is a sex tape that he accidentally sold at a yard sale.
So somebody else just gets to have fun watching that then.
Yeah.
Have fun? Question mark?
They think they bought Casper the Friendly Ghost on VHS. But
is that what he says it is?
No, I'm just saying. I just picked a random VHS tape. I think they're watching My Cousin Vinny, and here comes... Yeah.
I
never seen that angle of Vinny.
My cousin Oswald.
Yeah.
So Steve and Mimi enter, and Drew comes in, and we get this whole discussion about like, oh, it's their marriage, and he just can't stomach it. This, that, the other. He thinks it's just an irritable bowel that his brother's going to marry.
Right.
And we kind of get like a debrief on, they went there and
we get a debrief on the priest situation. And and we just need Eddie Money to sign this paper and
we're all good. We get a little Oswald here is like, I just don't understand that Catholic religion. It's just never made sense to me.
And
but
it's clear here where we really start to see them lay it on thick. Every time Kate does something nice, offers to help Drew out to get over he
like, okay, let's forget
over.
About them. Let's talk about us. And that's when he starts.
And he's ready to, so Drew continues to have these aches and pains every time Kate talks.
Yeah.
We end up in the hospital.
Yeah, the next scene, all the gang goes to the hospital. Drew's on like an operating table, or not an operating table, but one of those chairs.
Yeah, chairs. That's actually a bed.
Yeah, the bed chair, whatever the fuck it is.
Anyway,
Oswald and Lewis go off to go hit on the nurses. They've been dealing with guys who have been in accidents all day,
right?
So they think that their faces must look better by comparison.
And then they're trying to explain they don't know what it is to the doctor, and the doctor pokes him and he just kind of giggles like the Pillsbury Doughboy. That is
a very fun gag.
It's funny, but the it's here where they continue to lay it on thick with the every time Kate offers something nice, the pains come up.
Yeah,
and she realizes that here.
It literally turns to a point where she goes like Steve and Mimi, and he's got no reaction, and then she goes Kate first date, and he goes so she realizes it's her, it's not he can't handle the idea of going on a date with Kate, and obviously she's hurt by that.
Yeah. And Oswald and Lewis come in with newborn babies.
Yeah, they stole babies from the ICU, or not the ICU, the newborn room or whatever. Yeah, it's a moment. Drew shoos them to go put them back, but yeah, he went to a medical doctor and they learned that he can't stomach the idea of dating Kate.
Yeah,
is what we are left to believe.
So it doesn't sit well.
No,
with Kate. Obviously, the next scene we're at the house. Drew's calling Kate.
Yeah, in pain, trying to be like, "Hey, the date's still on for tonight. I'll see you at 8." Can barely hang up the phone.
His idea is, well, I've been waiting my whole life for this. I can't fuck this up now.
No, he's so close.
Yeah.
How's he going to fuck it up? So they're trying to figure out, how can you stomach dating someone who, you physically can't be attracted to.
Yeah.
And they all turn to Steve, who's also in this room. And he goes, first of all, how dare you? Basically, he's just like, hey, come on, I'm going to marry her. Like, it's not,
Lewis brings up a printed photograph of Kate at this point, trying to see if we can get, see if Drew can get through this.
Some exposure therapy. He's sticking it. It's got a little mouth hole, so he can stick his lips in.
Open the mouth hole. Drew's like, why do you have some with the mouth cut out? And Lewis was like, well, I got one of all of you. And to which this to me felt like showing a gun, but not firing it. I was like, okay, so we're definitely going to see him pick up
the Oswald one.
The Oswald one at some point. No, we never do.
Yeah.
So we just know that somewhere he has it.
It's very funny watching him though put his lips through it and just try.
It was very good. And he kept like,
give it to me, big boy.
He was like, well, Drew breaks in this scene because he's just like he's like has his tongue swirling around. It's very funny.
Ryan Stiles physical comedy, man.
Yeah.
So to this point, Drew's like, listen, I gotta just do it. He decides to loosen his pants, maybe for the drive over, so he can feel less nauseous.
And now he's hunched over, walking to the front door.
Yeah.
And Kate comes in.
In comes Kate, and she's like, listen, I know this isn't gonna work. You're crying as you're trying to
she brought him a little care package.
I wonder what's in that care package. We never really open it.
No, we don't.
No. But it kind of looks like medicine. Which is
in a brown
weird.
paper bag. It could be lunch too, or dinner.
I was gonna say dinner, not lunch. It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but to me, lunch is in a brown paper bag.
That's fair.
Unless it's Chinese food.
It's got to be in a plastic bag.
Well, no, then it comes in a brown paper bag, in a plastic bag.
Yeah, it's true. They do double up on that.
Yeah, they always double up.
Yeah, why not? You can never have too many bags.
If you run a Chinese restaurant, first off, congrats. Secondly, let us know why you double up.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. But yeah, no, she basically cancels the date, and she's like, we'll revisit this another time. And she's pretty upset about it, and he's pretty upset about it, obviously. So he lays down on his couch, defeated.
Yeah.
And Lewis at this point is like, listen, buddy, I've got just what you need. It's these like experimental painkillers from Drug Co.
They'll kill any pain.
And Drew takes a couple, puts them in his mouth, and then Lewis goes,
yeah, and he's like, well, it's so I had to smuggle them out of Drug Co. and in my body.
In my body. Drew spits them right out immediately. He goes, no, I mean in my pocket. And he gives him two more. And Drew takes them. And then the knowing look that Lewis then gives like Oswald. My pocket, wink, wink.
Really good. Yeah.
It's my asshole. My rectum.
My body pocket.
My body pocket.
Anyway.
So Drew starts to go to sleep from these painkillers.
Yes.
We then get the
out.
next scene of Mimi. We don't know where, but Mimi is somewhere outside
an Eddie Muddy concert, apparently.
She took Mr. Wick because she didn't want Steve to go. Steve had on his sports bra.
Yeah.
And she was like, I knew he was ready for a fight. Couldn't take him to see my ex. So they're waiting out back for Eddie Muddy. Eddie Muddy comes out. He's surrounded by like women trying to get signatures. By people.
And then Mimi just
stands there.
Yeah, just stands there, draws a little attention to herself, and he's like, "Oh my God,
Mimi,
Mimi,
it's been so long. Why were you shooting at me when I last saw you?
I don't remember why you were shooting at me on the houseboat." And that's whenever we find out it was whores.
And he goes, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah."
So,
and then she was like, "Look, I need you to get this. We need to get this annulment. I need you to sign this paper." And he's like, "Why would I do that? Those were the best 2 weeks of my life."
I'm trying to get married to somebody else, though. She explains, and he's just not having this. He doesn't want like the existence of their relationship to no longer exist. Yeah. So he's whatever. They're about to leave. She's like, "Fine, whatever. I'll just burn in hell and I'll meet you there." Like,
yeah.
So Wick though is like, "Actually, no. We came out this far. I at least want a signature.
I want an autograph."
Yeah. So he hands him
a piece of paper.
And he signs it and he's like, "Well, Mimi, I hope you're happy, whatever." Blah. Signs this paper, gives it back to Wick and leaves.
Yeah.
And we learn that piece of paper,
Mr. Wick, quick with it,
was the annulment paper.
He got the annulment signed.
So Wick handled it really well. And as a way of thanking him, Mimi draws attention to Wick by being like, "Look, everybody, it's Ringo Starr."
Yeah, and then he gets mobbed by all these
He's
girls.
doing some fun shit with his hair.
Yeah, he makes it Beatles floppy.
Yeah.
It's
I like this reveal. I liked both the Eddie Muddy appearance. Like Eddie Muddy, kind of funny.
Yeah, that was funny. That was
accidentally.
That was a funny scene.
Yeah, these rock stars they get on actually. Pretty fucking good. I keep thinking about Joe Walsh on this show, man. Joe Walsh is so fucking funny,
so good. I mean, because he played a full ass character.
Oh, for sure. He had an arc, kind of a little bit.
Yeah, it wasn't just, let me do a cameo.
And then they brought him back after the band thing. He just kept doing shit. It's so good.
He had to like hang out in Drew's house and just like talk shit with the guys. I mean, that was great.
It's good. Anyway, Eddie Muddy now joins that lore.
Yes, he joins the Hall of Fame of Drew Carey show cameos.
Yeah.
Which is really impressive.
Yeah. We then go back to Drew's house. It's just Drew alone, and he's on these painkillers.
Yes.
And he wakes up to like
noise in the kitchen.
There's a rustling. Yeah. So he gets up and he goes over, and out in his fridge is a man in a
giant stomach costume.
Pink giant stomach costume.
Yeah.
The actor's name is Max Wright. Are you familiar with Max Wright?
No.
Neither am I. He has passed, R.I.P. He was known as Willie Tanner on Alf. So his big break was Alf.
Oh.
But he has done...
He did have like a thick character to him. It felt like he was like doing... It wasn't like a...
I looked it up. He's born in Detroit. He died in New Jersey. I kept trying to picture like, what is that accent he's doing?
Well, it felt kind of like a New York-ish thing, but I was like, was it just sort of like a little bit of almost like a Jewish thing he was leaning into, or an Italian thing, or some like...
I was going to say, for me, it felt like, you said Eastern European earlier, like it kind of sounded like Polish, German, Jew, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell what his accent was, but he was doing something thick.
He was putting
like
something on.
Oh, it's from the city sort of a little bit, or what's going on? I don't know.
He's in the fridge and he's putting together a plate of things, and we see him when he's sitting at the table sort of dicing it up. And
he was like, I'm making a sandwich.
It just kind of looks like a pile of shit. Like it's like a real thin like vegetable of some kind. And he's slicing some bread up.
Good.
And he's like, it's all the same to me when it goes in me, you know?
Yeah, this is what it looks like when it comes to me. I was like, that's a stupid, funny visual gag.
Yeah,
I was like, I really like that.
And then Drew's kind of like, well, why are you fucking with me? Like, I don't understand. Like, you're the reason that he's like,
oh, you ruined this thing with Kate.
You think it's me? It's you. It's your brain.
Yeah, you guys
got me.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, you guys are doing some psychological shit. You're tying me in knots.
Yeah.
You're afraid if you start this relationship with Kate, if you don't start this relationship with Kate, you can't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, so you just want us not even have it start, basically.
Right.
That's why this is why all this is happening.
Yeah.
And Drew's like, it sounds like you're talking out your ass.
Yeah.
Which is a great line in and of itself. But then to one up it, we get the stomach gets up and goes, oh, let's ask him. Let's talk to him.
You want me to get him out here? And he goes to reach out to Drew's behind. Yeah.
So Drew now kind of knows what is going on. He's got to, kind of face the music.
Yeah.
Get over himself.
Yeah, that was really it. And then the guy just said, keep down on the acid.
keep down acid secretions and try to keep up the mucus.
Yeah.
The mucus thick. And he's like, this is why the heart wins out on Valentine's Day. And stomach's never.
And he starts scratching his stomach though to reward him. And then, the next scene, we get Drew in Kate's hallway again.
Once again, he's got a nice little rose.
Yes, and he walks up and knocks on the door. Mm-hmm. Kate opens, and he plants a kiss on her.
Yeah, they go in. It's a really long kiss.
Yeah, it's a long, passionate kiss.
At long last, yeah. And he's like, and guess what else? I don't feel like throwing up anymore. Which is a great thing to hear right after you've just locked lips with a lady. So
that's great.
Yeah, so there we go. Now it seems we're all set.
I think we just sealed it there for a little bit.
I would hope. Jesus.
I would hope. It's going to be weird if they find some other issue.
Yeah, I mean, look, with this show,
they probably
we're going to string something out forever.
Yeah,
I'm sure. The credit scene here is a pizza getting delivered, but Oswald and Lewis are the only ones in Drew's house, and they didn't order it until out comes our friend the stomach.
Yeah,
who's like, oh yeah, here we go, and then he doesn't have the money for it.
Yeah,
he's like, can you guys spot me? And they go,
yeah,
sure. Let's leave before a giant ass comes walking through, and then they both
go
run
to the
out.
bathroom.
So. And yeah, that's where we wrap up.
Yeah, that's it, guys.
Drew's cam and Drew's stomach ache. What a weird show this is.
The Drew cam stuff was a big swing, and we finally got the Kate thing situated. So let's see what goes from here.
And we got a big guy in a pink stomach costume. Which, if you asked me today if I was going to see that, I would have said no.
I would have said
you would have gone 50-50.
Yeah. We're in New York, man.
Anything's possible.
People wear anything.
That's true. Well, thank you for listening. As always, you know the deal. Instagram, Cleveland Rocks Podcast. YouTube, Cleveland Rocks Podcast.
Gmail.
Cleveland Rocks Podcast @gmail.com.
Yes, please.
Write to us. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like, but we prefer to hear what you like.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
See you on the next one.
Later.
Bye.